Just keep swimming. 1111. Hope you guys are all doing really well coming into this channel right now. Hope your energy is good. Hope your vibes are right. Get ready to receive this message. All right, so this is going to be a reading for the Divine Feminine. So you can be a male or a female in the feminine energy. But if I do reference her, it's just the feminine energy, okay? It makes it easier for me to stay concentrated on the message without my head being confused and trying to overcorrect and all this and that. I don't want to be super political correct, so just know that she can mean he, okay? So if I say she, you're not offended. All right, so anyways, let's see what's going on with the Divine Feminine. What are you feeling, love? Let's go ahead and channel. Let's get you in this vibration. I know when I was meditating the other night, really peaceful meditation, I felt the energy of wanting to heal the earth, heal each other, and I also got the energy of, believe it or not, domestic violence and how things have really changed for the feminine. I mean, really, it's pretty recent that the government in America has even given a crap about domestic violence. It was the late 90s. I think the whole Lorena Bobbitt thing kind of threw the government into a frenzy, and they started donating money towards domestic violence houses, women for safety, allowing other women from other countries to come here with their families due to domestic violence. So 80s and before that, if you had to suffer with domestic violence, it was hush-hush. No one really cared. It was a family dispute. It wasn't a care of the government or the police or anybody else. In fact, in the 80s when police were called and it was a domestic violence call, they would just walk away. They would just say, why don't you go for a walk, get some air? I mean, it really wasn't a big problem. It certainly wasn't a crime. So anyways, it was very hush-hush. So the Divine Feminine is part of this collective, which is women being empowered, women not ultra-feminists, because in the spiritual realm, feminism is not really, it's not really a thing. I know you guys are free thinkers and you're just, a lot of you guys are wide open to every kind of thing, but spiritually there are laws of the universe, and it's about grounding, and it's about foundation, and it's about certainties, and it's about flows and cycles. So feminism is very different than femininity. And in nature, femininity is a very different thing. Feminism tries to be more masculine, believe it or not. Okay? Where femininity and the Divine Feminine is happy in her skin of being an ultra divine feminine. So it's very different. And this is where you see a lot of men are in the feminine energy. Basically embracing the femininity that makes a woman. So whether you're male or female, however that works for you, you know what I'm talking about. And that's embracing the beautiful things in life. Nature, children, physical beauty, smells, feelings, and just a lot of pleasure comes from the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine actually embodies pleasure, okay? So everything that brings you joy and happiness and fruitfulness and fulfillingness, that's all feminine energy. You know, Spirit, wanted the feminine to complement the masculinity, which brings comfort and security and safety, and it provides and it supports and it secures and it protects. And it's very sexy. Both of these energies are very sexy, but we have to embody one or the other. Yes, we can have both, but I tend to find that the people that are on a spiritual path either embody one or the other. I don't see a lot of spiritual people embodying both, okay? You can either see ultra divine masculine in them, or you can see ultra divine feminine in them. And it's how they speak. It's how they present themselves. It's the aura they bring into the room. And you can be straight or, gay. It doesn't really matter. It's your energy that you bring. A good example is the medium, Matt Frazier. He has an ultra feminine energy, very feminine, but he is straight. He's straight. He just embodies the femininity in his spirit. And that's because he's so deeply connected to the other side. So that is a good example. If you guys know who Matt Fraser is, he's a psychic medium, and he's on E, and he has his own stuff going on. You can always look at him, but he's a straight psychic medium, but you can see how he embodies the feminine. That's a very good example. Let's see if I can think of a feminine that's ultra masculine. Gosh, it's hard. Do you guys know of any feminines that really embody a masculine? Trying to think of someone, you know, okay, so there's a tarot reader on YouTube, and she goes by the name of Soulful Revolution. She has publicly announced that she does resonate in a divine masculine energy, that she is the divine masculine in most of her readings, and that's who she is majority of the time. As you can see, she is a definite straight female, but she embodies masculine energy. It's her tone of voice. It's her directiveness. It's her assertiveness. It's her confidence. It's her wanting to control a scenario. Being a leader in multimedia industries, you know, being in charge, taking the lead. And that is again, a female in a masculine energy. So if you ever watch her, you can see the difference between different energies, especially in spiritual people. Divine Healer, let's see, she says, I am a diesel mechanic welder, and I like to build things with my hands. So yeah, Divine Healer, it really, it depends on how you portray yourself. And even Cindy G from Tennessee, the Cup of Love Tarot, she's a divine feminine. But she does welding, and she does hard labor and stuff like that. She works in a factory, I think. And she fishes and she hikes and all that, but she embodies a feminine. Even though she's direct and confident and assertive, you could tell in her energy, her emotions. And I think really where I want to go with this is for the divine feminines, when you're really emotional and you are in your watery vibe, which is the feminine, that is when you can tell someone is very feminine. And so we're just going to go forward from there. But feminines are definitely wanting to heal and create and, you know, nurture. That is what a divine feminine does. Cindy quit tarot? Get the hell out of here. What in the heck? Eva, where have I been? Seriously? I haven't been watching YouTube tarot for months and months and months, so I didn't even know. I did not even know. Oprah actually would, to me, strike me as a feminine because she's very emotional. Again, you can be a powerful, confident businesswoman, and you can run your stuff. That does not make you in a masculine energy. It's how you rule your emotions. Do you cry? Are you tearful? Are you sympathetic, empathetic? See, those are all signs of a feminine, feeling very emotional. When you see someone a little bit detached from emotions, they tend to be more logical and more physically present. That's the telltale sign of a masculine.
Our thing is watching a retro and not putting on a movie for everyone.
For everyone?
To watch.
You are so darn cute. I want to squish your face off.
He's not doing that.
Oh, he's not. Give me a second, guys. Okay.
He just wants everyone.
I'll ask him for you.
He just wants everyone to watch the retro.
Okay, well, he's got to work with you. I can put your little TV on in your playroom. Would you like that better?
No, I like TV on the computer.
Well, he doesn't want to share. Let's go over here. Let's put something on for you. Hey, guys. I know. I'm just going to put something on him. Okay. Actually, Brandon, can you help? Here. Help him find something that he likes. Winnie the Pooh or Ghostbusters, most likely. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. Anyways, I hope you guys get my vibes here on the divine masculine, divine feminine. Like I said, you can be straight, you can be gay, doesn't matter. You can be male or female. All these situations flip. I myself tend to resonate with the feminine because I'm very emotional. I am just emotionally driven. And so that's just how I am. But again, it just depends how you resonate. Eva, Nubian News, she quit tarot. Oh my gosh, we are so gossiping on the Divine Feminine reading right now. And is preaching the word of God. Oh boy. Well, to each their own. To each their own. You know, can I just say I'm really offended. I know I shouldn't be, and I shouldn't say that. But I am very offended at the people that have left tarot to go be more religious. And I mean, to each their own, but even what's her face that did the oracles, was it Diane Virtue? Doreen Virtue. She also left tarot to go on a religious path. And it offends me because once you're enlightened and awakened and you know that this is a divination tool and it's a way to speak to the Holy Spirit, it's a way to speak with God, it's a different type of way of communication, and for people to turn their back on it and call it evil or call it dark or a doorway to another realm that shouldn't be opened, I get a little offended because this universe has balance, and it's always light and dark. It's always good and evil and everything. It doesn't matter what path you choose. There's going to be bits of both. On all paths, there's going to be bits of both. And as you all know, in religion, it's the same thing. You can go down a religious path, and you will find darkness on the religious path as well. So you see, it's how you look at something. It's how, you know, versus what it really is. So I guess it's everyone's point of view, and they're welcome to do their own thing, but, you know, I will always stick with tarot because this, my dear, is a way that I can communicate to spirit, to my higher self. This is a way that I communicate with Mother Earth. This is a way that I can see things from another point of view in a different realm. Tarot to me is beautiful. And I know it's not super, super ancient, but it's sacred. It's sacred to me. I feel honored that the energies work with me, with the cards. Now, I can definitely be intuitive and get messages without them, for sure. I've always had that gift. One of the first gifts I knew growing up was meeting someone and getting a feel of their energy, who they are, if they need healing, if they're hurt, if they're happy, if they're confident, if they're hiding something, and if I'm a good match with them, like a good vibe for them. I've always been able to tell that right off. I have also noticed I can look at people in their eyes and kind of see a story of them, what their life must have been like and some of their experiences. So that's very empathic, and it's, you know, claircognizant. There's a lot of energies that I do carry, and I love all of them. I love all of the different kind of energies I can use, but I have to say one of my favorites is tarot. For one, I'm pretty artistic, so I love tarot. Just the beauty of the cards, the artwork, it's just, I love the art. I love the art. I love telling stories. I love writing books and things, so naturally tarot just kind of falls in line with all of that. I love the sound of the shuffle, the feel of the cards in my hands. It's kind of like a, I don't know, maybe it's a high that I have. Okay, enough chitter chatter and gossip, my Divine Feminines. For all the Divine Feminines that are watching, you're still here. The Divine Masculines stepped out 10 minutes ago because they don't like all this talking. But the Divine Feminines, we can sit and talk for sure. Okay, so we're going to get into the Divine Feminine energy. I titled your reading, She's Just What? Because I kind of channeled that. I feel like the Divine Feminine is just, and some of the things I channeled was fed up, just fed up, just tired, just done. Like I was channeling the Divine Feminine is just something like, basically there's a limit that's been reached. And I feel like the Divine Feminine is healing very, very well. Confident, masterful, wise, strong, wounded. The Divine Feminine is wounded. and you're wise enough to take a step back and deal with that. Okay, but you are wounded. I do feel there's different levels of divine feminine. That I feel there are some that are at a place, probably the third wave of twin flames, but the divine feminine third wavers are a little bit resentful. Okay, angry and resentful. They're in that place. They're wounded and they're just upset and they feel abandoned. So the third wavers feel the abandonment. Okay, the second wavers are at an understanding. They are at a thankfulness for the lesson. Thank you for ever knowing you. Thank you for ever going through this. I'm appreciative. And they're working on being whole. So the second wavers are feeling like this is a time to become fully themselves. And they are blooming like a flower. And they are almost bloomed, but they are in the process of their petals opening. And what spirit, the image spirit's giving me is a flower that is blooming. So they're in bloom, okay? So the second wavers are just gorgeous right now. And the first wavers are very much in an energy of singleness. The first wavers don't care about relationships. The first wavers are into surfing. They're into writing. They're into body and health. They're into teaching others. The divine feminine first wavers are teachers right now. They just want to teach and be who they are. They are not interested in a partnership at this time. Anyways, that's just my channeling that I get for the divine feminines. But we're going to go ahead and see what's going on in the tarot. So the first card that comes out for the divine feminine is Five of Emotions. Scorpio vibes. You probably have some very strong Scorpio ties with your lover, or you have very strong Scorpio in your chart. Some of you guys may have a Jupiter Scorpio, which for women is a husband or a spouse, or it's just your wisdom. Okay, it's your wisdom and it's your desires and your blessings. They come through transformation and drama, to be honest. This is drama. Bottom of the deck is the Sun card. I also feel some strong Leo is coming in. So for the feminine, ring, 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 right now, Leo and Scorpio are forerunners for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and most likely Jupiter is what I'm feeling for you. So there has been some damage of confidence. Let's not mince words here. And I channeled that earlier just now. You saw me channel that. Yeah, aren't these beautiful? You guys are going to love this deck. I'm sure you've already seen it. Sorry, the light is so damn bright. My gosh. Really? Okay. So this is the Muse Tarot for anyone that's wondering. Okay. So yeah, we have a woman here and she's over here meditating. She's getting grounded. She's working on her solar plexus. She's healing her confidence and her aura and her health. Again, the divine feminine's coming in saying, I am working on my health, mama. I am working on it, okay? I am getting healthy. I'm working on everything for my body, my soul. I just want to be a bill of health, period. Because if your health is your wealth, I want to be the wealthiest person on the planet. And that's how you feel like, what can I do to be super healthy? I just want to be of sound mind and sound body. That's the most important thing to you right now. So that is your gold. And you're working on it. A lot of you guys are working on putting down the phone, putting down electronics, and focusing. I also feel there's been someone here that has had some real trouble focusing. Your eyes might be twitching a little bit when you look away from a screen. And you've discovered that you have a hard time focusing on normal things like painting or reading or just being in this reality. You feel a little bit scared, and there's been some nightmares because you're not sure what's reality and what's not. You feel a little bit thrown out in a weird dimension. You feel like you're in between worlds, which by the way is very Pisces, but you know, that could be coming in. But you feel in between worlds. You're like, I'm not sure if I'm really here in this 3D or I'm out somewhere else. Where am I? And it's this focus. It's making you a little shaky. I think that you're going to have to focus better. I do know that. And I think that is why you've instinctively and intuitively, High Priestess here, knowingly put down the screen and the TV remote. I don't care if it's Gaia. I don't care if it's the History Channel. I don't care if it's YouTube videos, blah, blah, blah. No. You've told yourself, no, I need a detox. I've got to get the F away from electronics. You may have gotten some EMF defense in your home. What do they call them? Organites. You know, just saging, putting salt on all four corners, just really cleansing and purifying your home, because you're like, you know what, I can't. There's too much coming into my head, and I need to ease the static. You feel the static energy, and so, yeah, you're dying to get back in nature. You feel very much detached from nature, and I think that you're like, freaking A, I need to get back out there. I got to ground. I got to get back with the trees. I want to hear the water. Somebody's also like, I'm dying to hear the water, Stephanie. I want to hear the rain. I want to hear the thunderstorms. I want to hear the creek or the stream dribbling. I want to hear a waterfall. I need to hear the sounds of water, even if it's the waves. So water is just super calling the Divine Feminine's name. And you're being pulled away from this 3D world into your realm, which is creation and Mother Earth. And once you awaken, once you do get back to your little place, you're almost going to hear the flowers blossom, like hear them. I know it's creepy, but people can hear them. Yeah, you're going to almost hear them just opening. It's going to be that quiet that you're going to hear flowers blooming and tree leaves growing and the grass sprouting. You're going to almost hear that, because you're going to be so in tune, and that's where you want to be. You want to be in tune. I also feel like the Divine Feminines all over the world are going to be caring for this earth. There's a movement that's going to be happening. And the movement is everyone's going to get out there and pick up the trash. But not only is the Divine Feminine going to pick up the trash that's on this planet, you're going to work on recycling, composting, dealing with things that there's too much waste. You're going to be addressing pollution. You're going to be addressing these things. And you're going to be, helping yourself not be such an additive of all those problems, but you're also going to help heal this earth, because you're listening to her and you're hearing her. And I know she can heal herself. Mother Earth can always heal herself. But it takes time. And of course she needs help. So she's calling on her Divine Feminines. Come and help me. Come and help me take care of my nature. Come and help me, because helping me helps you. There's also going to be a movement of planting trees. And the Divine Feminines might be starting these movements all over the globe. You're going to see little Divine Feminines starting movements where everyone plants a tree or 3 trees, or everyone's going out and hiking and doing things in nature, going to the beach, whatever, and bringing bags and just picking up the trash. Some of the things that are also speaking to you is fire. That's what I get with the Sun card. You're being told to burn things. Burn the trash, melt it, reduce the trash by fire, melt it first, get it condensed. I think you're also contemplating what is fire, because I'm channeling here that the Divine Feminine's been thinking about what her body is made of. Mostly water. We are 60% water, just like the planet. We're a mirror image of Mother Earth. We are a mirror image of it. And then you have earth in you also, which is your bones, your flesh. And you have words, which is air. You can speak. You can create air, and your lungs breathe in air. So you're connected to the elements. Your body's already like, yeah, I'm in the elements. But what about fire? And so you've been contemplating, well, what is fire? How can we inhabit all these other elements, but what is fire? Much like earth, we don't literally have sand in us or dirt, but we are like earth. And fire, we may not have actual flames in us, but we have heat. And our body temperature is a mirror image of the heat of the flame. So our body temperature and our passions, our desires, our sexuality, that is the fire. So we are connected to all the elements. And you're really connecting to this. And you're just working with it. So you're really working with the elements. And I think you're going to be working in groups of 4, or you're going to be working in energies of 4 around your home, stabilizing something. So that's the elements, the 4 elements, and then, you know, the north, south, east, west, just working with the element of 4, which is emperor vibes, which is stability and foundation. But yes, the divine feminine's working on that. Look at that, even in the picture. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Just harmonizing, getting grounded. Yes, yes. And really working on that heart chakra, you know, that 4th house Cancerian vibration, for real. So let's keep going. Divine feminine is really heartbroken and wounded, just really sad here. There's a watery moon for the feminine and a fiery rising sign or a fiery sun. But you are very much in your emotions about the wounding that you may have had inflicted by a Scorpio or a Leo as well. And you feel like it's been cold between you guys, and you're trying to thaw this coldness out and melt it. Melt the problems between you guys. You're going to transmute the coldness and the distance with love. Oh, look, somebody just verified that. Elizabeth, of course it's my girl. I've really been noticing that. I've been creating little spots in my home with all the elements in the corners. See, there you go, Elizabeth. Really resonating with that feminine energy. Very, very much. You go, girl. Okay. Whew. Ooh, we have another good one. Divinely transformed. This gives me chills. The accuracy. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I take what I do seriously, so I appreciate that comment very, very much. Hi, Infinite. Hi, Markers. Okay, so that's what's really going on with you. I'm actually going to put this at the heart. That's what I want to do. I want to do something different. This is the heart of the matter. This is the past. Yeah, there's that High Priestess. Death. Look at that. Super Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. God, you have so many Scorpio vibes. Oh, good Lord. You really are just, damn. Even if you don't have Scorpio in your chart, which I think you do. I really think you do. It's just the energy of it all. You recently in your past went through the death or many deaths of transformations of self. Also maybe literal deaths of family members or loved ones, but just death. Like that is your past. Like good things happened and then they died. And you're just like, oh God, the sadness of it all. I mean, freaking A, 5 of Cups, so much grief, so much mourning, so much loss. All these tears are getting bottled up into a beautiful little container that you're actually going to grow, just like the movie The Shack, how the Holy Spirit bottled up his tears and helped grow a new plant, a new tree. That's what's happening, guys. That's what's happening. All of your tears and grief and sorrow is being contained. And you're going to purge all of the pain that was associated with that. And you're going to let them go, the good memories and the good times, and just deep breaths, like giving birth to a child, just letting them out. Because divine feminines, if you're embracing the Cancerian vibe, which you are, 4th house, letting those things go hurts. Working with those contractions, just working with them to release that pain and kind of focus. We talked about focus earlier. Focusing on something else as you release the pain, because this is very much you having a rebirth, okay? So you are in labor, in spiritual labor, as the priestess, the high priestess knows that you're withholding the death. Remind you, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, the high priestess is about containment. It's about holding within, and this is actually a very extreme divine feminine card, because she withholds the secrets, she withholds the knowledge, and basically she's the vessel. She's the vessel in which you must go through to be reborn into this world. So like the magician is the breath of life. Well, the fool, excuse me, is the breath of life. The magician is in which it goes into something and manifests physically into a body. The high priestess is the womb that withholds the spirit. And the empress is that number 3, which gives birth. So do you see that? The fool, the magician, the high priestess. We taught this in my tarot class. I know you guys already know this, but reiteration. And then the birth is the divine empress. So yeah, you're in labor, okay? So this is definitely on this movement into the empress vibration. So this is a rejuvenation of your soul. And you're really letting go of a lot of these things that just hurt you. And it's painful because a lot of you have to accept things that are painful. Things such as they don't want this. And letting that go. But they love me, but this isn't happening. Letting it go. We can't see eye to eye. And it's that, you know, I'm acceptance of other things that are not relationships. Things like no one understands me the way I do. You're right. Nobody will ever understand you the way you do. No one. And you have to, because you go through life hoping that someone gets you. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes nobody gets you like you do. Sometimes you have painful realizations like the only person that's going to be here 100% of the time for me is me. And it's that breathing in cold truth with these snowflakes, these icicles. Damn, what the hell? So she's over here in ice. And anyways, these are just examples. There's many, many things that you're grieving about. But it's just this. Whew. All right, so we're getting through that. We are in labor here, becoming someone new, becoming someone better, becoming someone stronger. Show me who the Divine Empress is becoming, the Divine Feminine. Show me this beautiful, badass transformation. Yes. Show me this transformation. Work. Just work. Show me this. I got inspiration, which is interesting. I was going to say inspiration, but transformation works. Page of inspiration. I love how she's doing stretches. Her hair is all colors. There's like a little cloud of colors and imagination right above her, which is kind of like light bulb. You are awakening to creativity. The hell, this colors. So the Divine Feminine has been feeling very much dull. Okay, what I mean by dull is your imagination just hasn't been sparked lately. You know, your imagination and your creativity's been a little dead, just a little dead. It hasn't been its usual spark. And you're kind of on auto. You've kind of just been cruising. And I'm not saying you have zero creativity. I'm saying it's not lit, honey. It's not freaking lit. The fire hasn't been around. There are some people, especially with high Leo, that are creative without trying. You can be creative in your sleep. You can be creative just on a whim. I mean, it's natural. It's in your DNA. It's part of you. But the extra little zest, the little spark, the ignition that really roars your engines of creativity, that has been dead for a while, you know? And so you are being, like we talked about, being reborn. So the page represents a child. Or let's just say a new you. A new you. You are a page of inspiration. And by the way, this is the Page of Wands. And ironically, I've been talking about the flame. Where's the flame? Where's the desire? Where's the passion? Where's the energy? Where's the creativity? Boom, it's coming. It's on its way. Yes, it's very much on its way. I feel called to pull this one. Page of Materials in reverse. 2 pages. It's not quite physically manifested yet. What's coming up in your future is ideas and preparation. The actual physical manifestation of it isn't going to pop up till a little bit later. In other words, you're going to write a book, just example here, not legit. But say you're going to write a book, but you haven't printed it and you haven't published it. That's what's in the future. That's what's in the works. You're in the works, creating, typing your book, right? That's going to be in the future, in the works, preparation, creation. You're going to be painting that canvas, putting on layers upon layers on that canvas, but you haven't showed it to the world yet. It hasn't been on the market yet. Nobody knows about it yet. It's in the works. Your body is going to start to transform if you guys are working on your health, which I did read. And yeah, that's in the works in the future. So you see how you're going to purchase things, create things, and do things to get this ball rolling. And in the future, it won't materialize yet, but it is on its way. Bottom of the deck is 10 of Inspiration. Finally letting go of that burden. Jesus, that's in your future. If you guys feel like you've been hanging on to something that was truly crippling, be it a relationship, be it a breakup, be it pain and loss of family members or loved ones, and be it disappointment, all of the above maybe for you, burdens of your own weight, your own body, feeling weighed down, burdens of your health, just all kinds of drama, okay? You're going to be free. Right now, you're giving birth and you're going to release. You're going to have that baby. This is the 10 of Wands. The 10 heralds the new beginning and the ending of the cycles. Thank you, God, we're going to end the cycles. Oh, it's about time. That's what I'm feeling. It's about time. And again, we have this very intense fire vibration. And it's like, geez, thank you. I see a lot of gratitude, a lot of thankfulness, just ultra healing and just feeling more like yourself than you have in years. And you're just like, wow, thank you so much that I feel like I know who I am. Just comfortable in your own skin. Some people, it takes them so long to get there. It feels like forever. But this is where the divine feminine ends up. Comfortable in her own skin or his own skin. Okay? And that's where you're going to be. Confident in who you are as a person. And that's where you've been busy manifesting in the womb. So just happiness, okay? Happiness is on the way for you. The Sun card does represent happiness. Spirit, can you give me a little bit more details and information about the death and this High Priestess? What's been held back? Ooh. The axe, the breakthrough. Spirit says, fuck what's been held back. We're done with that shit. Sorry, but Spirit has a little... smart-assness today. Spirit's like, I don't give a shiznit about the past. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to go there. I'm not living there anymore. I'm giving birth. I'm cutting that shit off, okay? Death, axe, breakthrough. I'm just done. Can we please not revisit that place? I don't want to revisit that place. I just don't. I'm ready to be finished. Bottom of the deck is Owl, getting clarity. And doesn't that just speak your past? I'm getting clear on the past. I get it now. I'm awake. I'm alert. I'm aware fully. The Owl is the High Priestess energy. Again, the divine feminine. Like I said, male or female doesn't really matter. Does it? You're in that vibe. Done, awake, okay? Really seeing the past for what it was. I'm moving on just moving on. I'm moving on to bigger, better things. Yeah, I have regrets. Yeah, I have remorse and some guilt and some shame and some sorrow and some brokenheartedness. Of course, that comes along with all of this. You know, I have to admit, you know, having 3 kids, believe me, I know, but when you have your baby, it's a bittersweet. It really is. And maybe not everybody feels the way I feel. But I loved being pregnant. I loved being pregnant. I really did. Just the belly and feeling the baby with me in me at all times, knowing the baby is safe always. Just the rest I got. I felt very much me. But then again, I have strong cancer in tropical, so that explains a hell of a lot about that. But that's how I feel, you know, when I'm pregnant. I feel very happy. And so it's the bittersweet for me, because then when I have the baby, I'm so happy I have the baby. And I'm like, oh, my sweetheart, I get to squish you and love you and just cuddle you and just the cuteness of it all. So that is the happiness. The bitterness comes in when you have to work on your flabby ass stomach and your fat ass. Okay, that's one bit. The other bit is, you know, the soreness and the pain and the getting back to you. I kind of liked being one with my children. Getting back to you just feels a little bit lonely, a little bit different. So again, it's just bittersweet for me. Super happy, no regrets over that, but this is kind of what it's like. I just wanted to kind of, you know, paint a picture about this and just say it's hard to say goodbye to the pregnancy. It's hard to say goodbye to what you've been cultivating for so long, but once you get, you know, rid of this, it's going to be something new, and it's going to be precious, and it's going to need nurturing, and it's going to need love, and you are going to be all these new things. So saying goodbye to the old you, it's kind of like, you know, I don't know, maybe turning 50 or something, saying goodbye to your younger self, like, oh my God, I'm going through menopause, or I'm going through, I don't know, midlife crisis. You know, it's not always a thing, guys. You don't have to have a midlife crisis, for Pete's sakes. But some people do, and it's just sad for some people to say goodbye to that chapter, the chapter of creating a family, the chapter of being young, the chapter of not worrying about your body aches and your back and your, you know, everything changes when you get older. And for those of you that aren't older, and I'm not super old yet, but I feel like I've been old many times, many lifetimes. I know what it is to be old. I'm a very old soul, period. I already know that. But some of the things that change when you're older is you get more fragile, you know. Your teeth change. It shifts placements. Of course, you get gray hairs. The skin becomes thinner. So you're more sensitive. Elderly people are more sensitive. And so your skin is just not resilient. It's not creating all this, you know, newness all the time. So you can feel the aging on you more. And there's a lot of opportunities that don't present themselves anymore. There's new ones. There's different ones, but the old ones don't present themselves anymore. So there's some sadness in that. But the joy in getting older are some other things that come with it. And it is being more wise, having a lot of wisdom, having been around the block a few times, seeing younger people marry. It's just like, oh, good luck. I hope they make it. And just seeing stories unfold. It helps your soul be at peace with where you are, seeing your children grow or your family members grow, and just watching them live their lives and you being a support. The other thing is not working as hard. So as you get older, well, most people, you know, not the major entrepreneurs, but most people don't have to work as hard. When they're older, they would have been settled and had a lot and gained a lot and had more of a substantial environment, more foundation for themselves. So there's more opportunity to rest. There's more opportunity to be young again in a different way. Rejuvenating your body, becoming more flexible, becoming more in tune with earth, becoming more in tune with animals. it's just, it's a whole new youthfulness for yourself. It's not the same, it's new, and it's just a whole new chapter. And so really embracing this part of yourself and just saying, wow, I love who I am. Again, being comfortable in your skin and feeling that wisdom and just feeling one, because you're getting closer to being more one with spirit. So getting older is a gift. And some people are not blessed with the gift of becoming older. So take that as a beautiful blessing. Be thankful and in gratitude that you are able, and that you can watch and see and experience that golden next chapter of your life, because it really is meant to be the sun. It is meant to be golden. Whether you're with somebody or not, it's meant to be golden. And embracing that is a newness and a rebirth also. I can tell you one thing. My mom looks better than she has ever. And I'm like, well, damn, I hope the genes get passed down, because yes, please. Yes, please. My mom went through a very big transformation in her 50s, and she looked better than she ever did. In her 20s, 30s, 40s, she looked better. She looked way better. Her body looked better. Her hair looked better. Her nails, her eyes, her face, everything. She just looks better. And she's just more confident, and she's more herself and solid. And it's really beautiful. And I'm blessed to see my mom age so gracefully. And to be honest, it kind of looks like the clock went backwards for her. And that's really inspirational for me, and it's something to think about, because we as a generation think, oh, getting older means we're going to look old. We're going to look old, and we're going to just be old, and that's it. No, you can turn the clock back. It's true. You're only as old as you feel. And whatever's going on in your spirit and in your mind and in your heart and in your body, you can be, 90 years old in this picture doing this, or 20. It doesn't matter. The sun will bless you with new energy. And anyways, I'm really excited about this next chapter of your life, whether you're 20 or you're 60 or whatever, be excited for this, feminines, male or female. Like, this is the time to just take a load off and change. Kind of a struggle, but it's going to be good. Tell me more, Spirit, about the 5 of emotions. Ooh, we have the wheel. Moving forward. I love it. And then we have knotted rope, lasting commitment. Feel very confident about both of these cards, talking about your sorrow and your grief and your happiness. You might feel like you have a knot in your stomach that you have to get unraveled. You might feel like there's unfinished business that needs to get dealt with. You may feel like you have some things that you need to deal with before you move into this new person that you're going to be. And you're right. There is some things that you have to untangle before you can move forward with this wheel, moving forward. And that's what you're working on, a lasting commitment to yourself. And I think a lot of you divine feminines are going to be taking a vow. And the vow the divine feminines, male or female, are going to be taking is this. I'm going to love myself like I've never been loved before. I'm going to love myself like I want to be loved. I'm going to care for myself like I have to take care of this body for eternity. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to sleep right. I'm going to think right. I'm going to put myself around good vibrations and good people. I'm going to make better choices. I'm going to be wiser. I'm going to be smarter. I'm going to speak what I mean. I'm going to keep my promises. I'm not going to say things to please others. I'm going to say things to please myself. I'm not going to worry about other people's opinions on my life, how they feel or what they think and what I do and how it affects them, unless they're direly important to me, such as a child that is dependent on you, or someone that's fully dependent, you're not going to worry about others like that. They're either going to like you for who you are and vibe with you and match your vibe and grow with you and be a part of your life, or they're going to drift off like a storm over the sea. But you're ready to let those things go. And you are definitely unraveling those knots that have been keeping you stagnant and not able to be who you're meant to be. Because it's time to be real and authentic. And that's your joy, real and authentic. And you're just letting go of that baggage and that weight. A lot of you guys too are going to be drifting away from normal society bullshit. A lot of this cancel culture is absolutely ridiculous. It's getting old. It's getting redundant. It's getting to be a joke. It's really ridiculous and offensive. And I think people are going to be stepping away from the popularity of it all because it's bullshit. A lot of you divine feminines are going to start being teachers. You're going to start teaching people, all ages, the reality of this world. And then you just stop living in this, it almost feels like a robotic world. Our world is feeling very robotic. People are thinking, speaking, acting, being what they're being told to be. And we're going to get control. And I think it's no more where the divine feminine was always singing the tune, Jesus, take the wheel. Now the divine feminine says, move the fuck over, let me take the wheel. Because y'all are crazy, okay? Y'all are just crazy, okay? The world has really gotten away with itself. People are losing their shit. And the divine feminine is like, enough, my honey, enough. Let mama re-instruct how to do things. You know, let's start with the basics. Let's take care of our freaking earth. Hello. Hello. Take care of the earth that takes care of us. Step 1, basics, right? Step 2, take care of your freaking body. Okay? Eat the right things. Stop eating GMOs and crap. Processed foods and fast foods. Like, let's get back farm to table and eat the right stuff. You know, so feminine's got to be mama. You know, whether you're male or female, you got to be mama. And you're like, come on, world. Come on, world. Come on, honey. Let's get this shit together because, you know, y'all want to eat plastic and shit. And I can't just sit here and watch, you know. The other one is how you treat people. Right? So all these divine feminines feel like mama bears, like, you know, hello, what happened? Let's get to the basics again. The golden rule. Don't say anything nice if you don't have anything nice to say. Watch your mouth. We're going to have to get back to that tradition. Watch your mouth. Don't be mouthing off like that to all these people. Show some respect for other people. Mind your business is another rule. Mind your freaking business. It's not your business. Don't worry about what they're doing. Don't worry about what they're saying. Mind your business. Mama's got to teach these rules again to this world because this world has gotten out of control. Super nosy, super mouthy, and super bitchy. We've got a bunch of spoiled brats running our planet right now. The next one is going to be to share. Okay? Share with others. Be a giver, not a taker. So mama's got to teach this society again to give and not to be recorded and posting pictures and in the limelight like a narcissist, but actually give to help the world. Give because how it makes you feel and how it makes that person feel. Give like that. It brings tears to your eyes to give. And a mother again has to teach people how to give, how to be thankful. Also, like I just said, how to be thankful. So divine feminines are going to be teaching people gratefulness, gratitude. Be appreciative of what you have. And then also be responsible. Pick up after yourself. It's not someone else's job. It's your job. So we're going to have to start teaching this world as a divine feminine energy to take responsibility for their own affairs, for their mistakes, to stop blaming people, stop suing every fucking buddy for gluing your hair and all this other shit. Okay, take responsibility for being a dumbass sometimes. Take that responsibility with you to the bank. Hopefully you learned a lesson. Right? Okay. So anyways, those are just a few things that the Divine Feminine is going to be inspiring the world to do. How are we going to see this stuff? How are we going to see the Divine Feminine in this collective group step up? How are we going to know? Well, you're going to see authorities stepping up with common sense. You're going to see women of all colors, of all nations, stepping up. And you're going to see them in different cultures and different countries just standing up for what's right, speaking out, leadership roles such as being a teacher, a guru, a leader. You might see some more inspirational leaders of this world today. You might see some people coming up, you know, getting a little famous. Some of those things are going to start happening. And then you're going to know. But you're going to see it even in men. Men are going to be stepping up in that same role, doing these kinds of things. What is it? I'm working and you already got taken care of.
Mama,
What?
the movie's over that I watched?
Already?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you
I
what?
want to skip it to the part where much more is.
No. We can't do that because we do not know which one it is.
Well, Uncle Ben knows.
Then go ask him.
He just did that.
Okay, well then that's it.
What do you do?
I guess what? I'm not going to leave work and go spend an hour trying to find that stuff. It's just not going to happen.
I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, now you do? As I'm working.
A peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm so sorry. Y'all already know the drill. Take a pee break. I'll be right back. Okay. Take a tea break or pee break. Gotta make a PBJ. All right. Yeah, I see that. You can meet your brother at PBJ. What? You can meet your brother at PBJ. You gotta ask other people some things, Matt. Because when mom is working, I'm working. Yeah, you're so cute. I love you. Because you're cute. You're my sweetheart. Do you know how much I love you? Somebody likes sugars. I said somebody likes sugars. This grape sugar. You like it? Yeah. Can you drink your apple juice there? Okay, that wasn't so long. I'm back. Sorry guys, Mama Duty calls. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna dive into the future. These are rustic oracles in case anyone's wondering. Okay, so show me the future of the Divine Feminine energy, please. Clarify this page of inspiration. Okay, so after we get things moving in this world and around your family, what's going to pop up? What's going to come in? Ooh. So we have padlock and cardinal. Messages from spirit. And the cardinal to me means take control, be a leader. When I think of cardinal, obviously, I think of the cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. But it's more than that. It's taking a leadership role, okay? The messages from spirit that you're going to be getting is to step up. So yes, in your future, you guys are stepping up, taking responsibility, being a leadership, just moving forward with what you want. Padlock means not available. So for a lot of you guys, you're going to be on lockdown, like solid. I feel like this is just solid, immovable, very sturdy energy. So in the future, you're just going to be taking charge. You're not budging. You're not making any kind of adjustments to please others. You're like, this is not negotiable. Whatever you do in the future, it's not negotiable. You may also be seeing a lot of birds. Maybe you're going to start bird watching, bird seeing, bird viewing. This is obviously a red cardinal, which is beautiful. And they really come out in February, but you see them also March, April, even in May, you'll start to spot these birds. If you're in the right climate, you might also see part of their family members, which is the blue jay. So there's lots of different signs. Now with the cardinal, you see inspiration again because of the red. And the red is just that fire again, and it's just inspiration, creativity, and just feeling really confident with yourself. Bottom of the deck here, eggs, fresh start. Maybe you guys are going to be buying some chickens, having your own eggs. I don't know. Maybe buying them from a farmer. I don't know, just a thought. But more than anything, the egg represents a fresh start. And that's what's going to be happening for the feminine. You get to do things again your way. Feels nice to say your way, huh? Considering everything hasn't been your way. It's nice to know that it's your way. All right, so let's see what else is happening. Ooh, markers. I'm getting guinea hens. Oh, that's so cute. They eat bugs. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait. I wish I could see some pictures. You guys need to have some blogs. Damn, I wish YouTube let people post pictures. That's such crap. All right, so what's going to be coming up for love, if anything, for the Divine Feminine? What is coming up for your love? Divine Feminine love. Passion, the fire energy again. Damn. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Again, it's just being vibrant, right? Because you're passionate about life, you attract passion into your life. Thank you. Boom. Bottom of the deck is soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And what? Listen, feminine, I don't care what sign you are. You will be attracting that soulmate when you are in a high vibration of self-love. I know you hear it every day. I've been doing this channel for years, and some longer than me, and I know y'all been hearing this every day forever. But listen, Linda, listen. It's real, it's true, it's authentic. It's a real message. Maybe you haven't been doing it lately. Maybe you have been. But the real is once you start giving yourself that much needed focus and undivided attention, you're going to attract the soulmate. That's just how it works, honey. That's just how it works. So get ready. That's always your 1-7. Okay. By the way, I'm going to be finishing up 2 people's soulmate compatibilities. I'm sorry I was running a little behind on those from February for Valentine's. I got a little overwhelmed with them and I had to catch up. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm going to be finishing those tonight, and probably delivery will be tomorrow or the next day, but it will be done. And I'm really sorry if you're one of the 2 people here that's it's running late. But I'm tending to it, okay? Sorry, that just had me thinking about soulmates. And I didn't want you to think I forgot, because I didn't. Anyways, let's move into this reading. Let's continue here. What is the hidden truth from the Divine Feminine? Spirit, can you show me some hidden truth with this freaking 10 of Wands? I look for you everywhere. Done. Sorry, you guys can't see that. What in the... Come on now. That better? Nope, that's not better. Okay, I look for you everywhere. Guess what? That's done. 10 of Wands. I'm done looking for you everywhere, fool. All right? Sorry, but done. Yeah, so if you've been... of course they fall. If you've been looking out for someone every time you move, every time you like go to the store, every time you get on your social medias or whatever, and you're just like, God, I'm always looking for this person. Done. If that is you and you've been one of those people that you can't help yourself and you just want to know what the hell's going on with this person, don't worry, sweetheart. That day is over. Like, it's in your near future here. You're going to be putting that freaking burden down, and you won't be. You won't be looking and checking the Instagram. You won't be looking and checking the Facebook. You won't be looking and checking your emails. You won't even be on that shit, because you're going to put that phone down and you're going to be all in one with yourself and spirit. So all that shit goes out the window with it. If you're going to be driving around and you're not looking for that person anymore, you're not. You're just going to be like, wow, today's a beautiful day. What a nice day to be in the car driving. You're not going to be thinking, you know, am I going to run into this person at the store, blah, blah, blah. You're not even going to worry about it. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Who cares? That's where you're going to be at. The next one is, I bury myself in work to forget you. Well, part of your other burden is you're not going to be working your ass off. You've been working your ass off lately. Okay? Trying to get your mind off of this person. So you've been just like, oh yeah, Steph, I work extra hours, long hours. I try to keep myself busy so I don't have to think about this relationship. Maybe I'm doing a new remodel. Maybe I'm creating a book or art. Maybe I'm working extra overtime hours just to be busy and not deal with this person. Done. Yeah, we're not going to be working anymore. You're going to take some breaks. You're going to take some time out. You're going to put that burden down. Vacations are coming in. You know, it's time to vacation, honey. That's what this is. Vacation, much needed. Vacation of the mind, vacation of the spirit, vacation of love and romance, just vacation of stress in this world. Just, I need to pull away from it. I just really do. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to get some much needed rest, and a much needed vacation is coming up in your near future. There's also going to be some energy, and this is just travel. Well, for one, someone's going to go to a very luminous beach. What I mean by luminous is the water will be turquoise looking. It's going to be a very bright turquoise water. Okay? Someone is going there. The other one, and I'm really feeling this picture, is red rocks. Red rocks. I don't know. I mean, that could be, what is it? The Royal Gorge? No. What's it called? What the hell's it called? Yeah, the Royal Gorge. I don't know. What the hell's it called? Shit. Markers, you know what I'm talking about. Is it the Rio Grande? No. I can't think of the name. I'm pretty sure it's the Royal Gorge. No. Fuck. What is the name? Y'all know. Okay, it's by Nevada. I don't fucking know. I don't know what's it called, but I'm seeing it, okay? I'm seeing it. It's the huge gorge. It's got red rocks everywhere. It's got secret caves and canyons and all that shit, okay? Grand Canyon. Thank you so much. There you fucking go. So, red rocks there, Grand Canyon. Some of you guys may be going to the Grand Canyon. The other places that I can think of, Colorado Springs has, you know, Garden of the Gods, a lot of outings out there. There's also red rocks in Utah. I'm pretty sure there's a very famous national park in Utah with red rocks and the rock formations. Obviously Arizona. Hello. So Arizona's got some of that shit going down, and who knows where else. But you're going to be going there. So that's really cool. So I think that there very well may be some adventures, okay? For some divine feminines, what I feel I might be seeing is, it's kind of stupid, but Disney, California, with the Lightning McQueen. You might really like that area. That might be one of your favorite places. You get to ride the McQueen car, and it's got like the red rocks and all that stuff going on. What was that famous highway? Highway 86? Somebody may be taking a trip on Highway 86, you know, traveling that way. And that's really pretty. So that might be something that you're into. I also feel like some places that come to my mind, I know it's really not important, but some places in Canada with a lot of trees and waterfalls are coming to my mind. I'm hearing the word Canada. I also think the Dakotas are coming up for me. The Dakotas. Yellowstone is coming up. For some people, Aspen is coming up. But again, these beaches, of course, turquoise waters. If you do go to one of these places, you're going to have a very spiritual moment with some kind of animal. That's what's really popping up. If not to scare you guys, dear God, this is y'all know me. I don't play in no damn ocean water. Are you fucking kidding me? So for those of you that like to surf, God help you. I am hella not one of them. Hella not one of them. But you may be coming into a close encounter with a shark, but I don't think it's going to hurt you. I wouldn't even put myself in that position in the slightest. But I'm getting that vision for someone. You guys are going to be in the water, paddleboarding, or on a kayak, or whatever the fuck, maybe on a freaking surfboard, and you're just like chilling in this gorgeous water, and there's a freaking great white, like, Jaws, guys! I can't. Even the thought. Freaking Jaws, man. I know I shouldn't be scared of sharks and all that, but I am. I'm freaking terrified of sharks. So if you want to go put yourself in the water with them, that's your thing. Anyways, I think you might have an encounter with a shark if you're going to be in the water, but I don't think anything's going to happen. And I think that you're going to be at peace with the energy because you're going to be more in tune with Mother Earth, okay? For someone else, I feel like you might have a close encounter with an eagle at maybe the Grand Canyon or somewhere like it, maybe in the Dakotas, wherever, but an eagle. You may have an encounter with an eagle. And birds, of course, are really coming in. So just birds, but especially an eagle. I think you're going to have an encounter with that. Anyways, I'm going to move on. The next thing here for the Divine Feminine for the future is going to be, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. And didn't I channel that shit earlier? Well, yeah, that was for the first waivers. Yeah, this is for you guys and for the other people that feel like this. Just grateful. Grateful. This was the second waivers, huh? Yeah, I think it was the second waivers. Second waivers. First waivers, here you go. Just grateful for the lesson of having met your soulmate. Grateful for the lessons that you've been through and everything you've experienced. And you're just, thank you for this incarnation and this opportunity to live and experience the beauty of this world. Okay, so that came in. What is the lesson that Spirit wants to tell you? What is the lesson still needed? Spirit, help me channel for the Divine Feminine. Get me in tune with the Divine Feminine. What lesson is needed for the Divine Feminines out there in this collective group? Bottom of the deck, get honest with yourself. Get honest. You can't always expect the truth from others, but you should expect it from yourself. So I think you're finally just getting in tune with reality and just getting a reality check. Spirit says, take accountability here, okay? Don't sugarcoat your life. Don't candy coat it. No. Get real. Why do you have these issues? Is it a medical issue? Is it a non-healing issue? Is it a guilt issue? Is it a lack of self-love issue? What has inhibited you from living your best life? Get real and get honest so you can deal with it. That is definitely a lesson that you should take. You know, even if it is you've been put around bad people that have taken advantage of you and just abused you in many ways, why did you allow yourself to come into that company? Because there was something going on. Why did you allow yourself to accept less than the best? Why did you allow yourself to be with that woman who never took you seriously and put you on the back burner and played with you like a toy on the shelf and put you down when she was done? Why did you allow that? Why did you allow yourself to be with someone who was emotionally unavailable because they still were attached to a previous past relationship? Why did you allow yourself to be abused by someone who you knew was abusive? You've heard the rumors, you know their family, you experienced it once. Why didn't you get the F out the first moment? You know, not saying that it's your fault, but I'm saying let's get real. What was it? Did you feel like you had to please someone? You had to do what you were told? So you lacked courage. You lacked the ability to stick up for oneself. You know, and I'm not saying that this honesty is going to put you on the hook or take you off the hook. I don't care which way the honesty falls. I'm just saying get honest about it. And if it's not your fault, heal and deal with it. If it is your fault, heal and deal with it. Whatever way it goes, it's got to be healed and dealt with. So just getting honest for one. Why are you overweight? Why are you overweight? Could you not stop eating? Did you have seconds or thirds when you know you shouldn't have? But you couldn't stop because fuck it, right? Is it because you were too lazy? You didn't want to leave the house because you were depressed? You didn't have the energy? Is it because you didn't care about yourself anymore? You see, these are things to get honest with yourself. Was it a medical issue? Right? I'm going to say this. If it is a medical issue, how could you help your medical issue? Could you do something more natural? Could you get off the drugs? Could you explore holistic alternatives? Like that little town Hayes in Alaska. Could you study more? Could you read more books? Could you listen to other authors? Could you get on YouTube and find other natural remedies? What works for other people? Could you try it? The answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes to all of the above. All of the above. But you didn't. You see, that's why it pays to get honest. Because blaming other energies is just not where Spirit wants you to be. Spirit doesn't want you to blame.
Hey, Mom. Can I have Uncle Brennan's help buying flares in Fortnite?
I don't know. You're going to have to get a hold of him without me.
Okay. I'm just wondering if it's okay if Uncle Brennan can help me buy flares.
If that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
Don't pressure people.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
What Spirit wants to say is you have a remedy for every problem. And the truth is, the answers already lie within you. Why are you still single if you don't want to be? Well, a lot of people say it has a lot to do with feng shui. Could you fix that? Could you fix your home and your energy and maybe change that? Maybe you could change your vibration, the way you talk, the way you speak, the way you see things, the way you act, the way you dress, because your vibration may be pushing that connection away, whatever connection it is. You see, Spirit just wants you to get honest. Sometimes it's scary to get honest because then you actually have to take the responsibility. And hey, quiet! And that's really, really hard to take responsibility. So it's a difficult place to put yourself in. And Spirit says, I want you to get difficult. I want you to sit in the hot seat. I want you to sit there with the light over you. You know those lights that they interrogate people at police stations? And they're like, oh my God, like this freaking light right now, the light's on you in your eyes, and you're like, I got to deal with this shit. And that's what God wants you to do. That's what Spirit wants you to do. The universe, your higher self, your soul wants you to get real. Yeah, because it's funny because you expect everyone else to be real with you 100. But it's hard for you to be real with you 100. Woo, that was a tough pill to swallow, guys, honey. That was a tough freaking sentence to get out, honey. That was not easy for me to tell y'all that one. That wasn't nice. So I wasn't trying to hurt people's feelings with that. I hope you're not offended by that. I'm just channeling here this card, and what Spirit wants you to do is to be honest with yourself, because that you're the only one that can fix that shit. And that's just a message from Spirit and your higher self, okay? So it's a good thing, not a bad thing. Learn to take that. Learn to take that from yourself and solve problems for yourself. That's what you're going to do. Okay, the other card that came out, what Spirit wants you to learn, ooh, is a good one. Fear. Fear, fear, fear. Okay, totally channeling here. Fear. What if I'm loved fully and it doesn't last? What if I fall madly in love with the right person and they get hit by a car, or they die of a heart attack, or I die? What if we don't have a full long life? What if they hurt my children? What if I open a door to something else negative in my life? These fears cloud the opportunities. What if I become, very well off, very opulent? What if I really make that mark and I have to give all my money away to taxes and to fees and to people, and then I become bankrupt? What if I become well off and then I become bankrupt, or I lose it all? What if I become famous and then I never have any more privacy, and I'm never alone, and then my life's public, and then I get into drinking or drugs, or I meet someone terrible, or, I have to move away to this place I don't want to move. What if? There's so many fears, just a lot. What if I can never lose this weight? What if I never find my soulmate? What if we never get back together? What if that never happens and you're scared? It says here, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Once you defeat your fear, it has nothing over you anymore. So Spirit says, defeat your fear. Conquer it. That's pretty straightforward. You guys know what it takes to conquer your fear. Conquer it. Face the fact, what if you don't ever find your soulmate? What if you are forever the rest of your life alone? What if all of those things? And when you face what if by making a logical screw it, who knows, answer to that fear, then you're ready to conquer it. Then it's not going to scare you anymore. What if you tell this person how you actually feel? What if you actually tell their wife or their husband? What if you actually throw it all out there, all the pawns on the table? What if you gamble it all? Conquer that fear and, If you feel led to do it, do it. But do not, and I repeat to all divine feminines, do not let that fear hold you back. Don't let it make those choices for you. Don't let it dictate your moves. Don't let it dictate your life. Whatever this fear is, if it has the hand to the strings and you're the puppet, you need to cut the strings. Do not let this fear make those decisions for you. So we're going to read this card. Divine Feminine, the outcome of all choices in life is determined by two emotions. Fear, which is the opposite of love. Love is the second one. Your soul is made of the energy of love, and fear is an earthly vibration, and it's a manifestation of a challenge. To embrace and wallow in fear is to go against your very being. Fear in its many guises is the obstacle that your soul is going to use to test you and see if you can stay on track and go through with what it is you want. Human life can be very difficult, but acknowledging that your soul's true nature is love will always help you on your path. Love will overcome all your fears, every single one of them. Fear of death, fear of loss, fear of rejection, fear of isolation, fears of all kinds, fear of failure, all of those things. Love casts them out. Like a light in the dark, love will cast the fears out. Replace your fears with love. Find something to love about your fear, or find something to love about your strength that can conquer the fear. But that is the ticket, the answer, and the key. When fear rears its disgusting, ugly little head in your life, it is actually a blessing. It's an opportunity, honestly, for you to stare it in the eye and turn that doubt into trust. View it as a teacher. What lessons are you learning from those fearful emotions? The more you use the energy of love to diffuse your fearful situations, the less often they will present themselves. So you're actually going to give fear a little fear about being in your life, and you become fearless, happy, and the sun energy, and resilient. So you're really transforming into a good vibe, if you ask me. I'm loving that. I want to get a moon oracle for you. I want to get a moon oracle for you. Meditate and contemplate. Didn't I talk about a freaking Pisces earlier? Yes, I did. New moon in Pisces, and look at the next one. Your commitment is being tested. Funny, because this one here is lasting commitment. How committed are you to yourself? Okay, I'm going to get real just for a second and get the microphone closer to me. Here's some truth serum. If you want to hear it from me, it's just my opinion, but it's also my knowing. How committed are you to yourself? Ooh. How committed are you to taking care of your body? A little, a lot, or it's your everything? How committed are you to doing what you love? What is your passion? Do you make it an importance in your life, a forefront, or is it on the back burner? How committed are you to living a healthy lifestyle? Do you make it a point to buy organic, no GMO, eat healthy things, cook for yourself, or is it just easier to buy fast food? How committed are you to having a comfortable home? Clean. Why is a clean home important? And I'm really speaking to the Cancers out there, but why is a clean home important? It clears energy. A cluttered home is a cluttered mind and a cluttered soul. It is the first physical manifestation and evidence that you are jacked up inside. It is the first evidence. So you have to answer those questions honestly. How committed are you to cleaning the mess in your soul and in your mind and in your heart? It's going to show by how committed you are to taking care of the mess around your home. These are all little questions about your commitment that's being tested, because here's where I'm going with this. If you're not as committed to yourself as you think you should be, or as you know you should be, you're going to see a lack of commitment from your partners. Yes. You can see that mirroring in people's lives. Even famous movie stars, rock stars, social presences. I was just watching, just people that were cutters, people that were drinkers, people that were drug addicts, people that were sex maniacs. Mirroring in their lives was a string of broken relationships, or a bunch of people that were not committed to themselves. And you can really see that. And the people that are solid with themselves, look at their committed partners. There's not a whole lot out there in the open, but you can see them. You can see them. Look at the people that have lasting relationships. They're absolutely committed to themselves first. And I know that's like cliche and everybody knows that, Stephanie, and you're just, repeating what everybody already knows. You're preaching to the choir. I know, but it's serious. And how often do you really take that to heart? Right? We all hear it. We all hear it. But 25% of us do it. That's the cold, hard truth. 100% of the collective group hears it. 25% actually take it seriously and do it. That's the point. And that's why we're here. So your commitments are being tested to yourself and to others, and blase, blase. The next card that came out, which I'm going to read, is New Moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. Okay. So it says here, this card speaks of dreams and romance. I just read that comment. I don't know who it was. Probably Marcus. I don't know who. I exercise away my depression. That is freaking awesome. That's taking responsibility. It's not your fault that you're dealing with somebody else's bullshit that wants to depress you, but you're dealing with it. You're taking responsibility for your depression. And you do something about it for you. So you work out. Okay, that's taking initiative and responsibility, and it's being healthy, and it's being committed to yourself that you're going to deal with it. You're going to deal with it. You're not going to let it get control of you. So that's just a really good way to look at it. Some people with depression say, I can't help my depression. I've been clinically diagnosed with depression. It's a part of me. I can't do anything about it. I'm going to have to take this very toxic medicine that could lead to heart attack or death or cancers, which is far worse than depression, but they take it. They take it because they think they should, because people that they put on a pedestal, such as doctors who they think are smarter, wiser, better than them, for caring for them, make those decisions. And like I said earlier, the number one person who knows you better than anybody, who knows what you need, is you. So even putting doctors' opinions above your own is, again, setting yourself backwards and letting them do it for you. Making sure you put them on a pedestal for you. They're better, they're smarter, they're wiser, they're more educated, they know what they're doing. This is what the rest of society does. I'm following suit. It's the wise thing to do. That's not owning it. That's not listening to your body, knowing your rhythm, knowing your beat, knowing your power, the power of your words, the power of your mind, the power of your pineal gland, the power that your body heals and recreates itself. That's not using and utilizing that power. You have that power. Or visiting someone that has that power, that you think you could trust, that would want to heal you and fix those things. Anyway, sorry, I went on a tangent there. Okay. So, this card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way, Divine Feminine, that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment during this time, if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. Ooh, mic drop. If that's what you've had before and that's what you expect, that's what you're gonna get. And that goes with every relationship. This is not just love. I know, speaking of love and romance, but what about your relationship with your kids? What about your relationship with your friends, your family, your job, your work, your body, everything? If you dictate your movements and your decisions and your manifestations on what you've already had and experienced, you're just going to keep recreating the same thing. And it's just a recreation. Different day, same shit, right? But this is saying no. If you want to get out of that vibe and you don't want to relive that shit, stop reliving that shit. Okay, deal with it. There could be confusion, remember, and disappointment. So anyways, however, if you're onto a good thing, then you wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. Something new, something desired, something beautiful, something fresh, something you haven't ever had before. Yes, that dream. If all of this sounds a little wet and watery, gushy and mushy and silly and all fantasy and la la la, it should, because that's Pisces for you. That is freaking Pisces for you, always in fantasy and in another realm, okay? But that is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last ditch effort and chance to actually make those, what everyone would call, frivolous dreams come true. All those fantasies, all those manifestations, yeah, that shit, the power and the magic is within this energy. So, attuned to the moon message is, use your feelings to guide you in a way that your logic takes a hike. All right? Logic, close the door, take a hike. Fuck logic. I'm going to be all feminine right now, all high priestess, all freaking queenie of cups, all up in the fantasy. I'm going to imagine the biggest and best fucking whatever the fuck this is, and it's going to happen. And I don't care if it poops unicorns and fairies and rainbow cupcakes. I'm going to make this shit happen somehow, okay? It's going to happen, and I don't care about logic. Take a hike, logic. You're not in my dreams. You're not in my fantasies. Fuck you, logic. And that's what Divine Feminine's in. Fuck you, logic. I don't listen to you. Okay? All right. And you can see this because in a Divine Masculine reading, you'd never hear the phrase, fuck logic. Okay? Divine Masculines are like, oh shit, hold your butts. What did she just say? What? How absolutely unrealistic, how immature, how absolutely just stupid. Honestly, I mean, really? You're gonna live in a fantasy? Okay, well, I'm in reality, bitch. I don't know where you're living. Bitch, excuse me. I'm living in my fucking dreams. How about that? And my dreams are gonna happen and you're gonna get to watch that. So close your mouth and just open your eyes, because you're about to see dreams in reality. Why? How? Well, I guess you'd have to be a Divine Feminine to understand that. And obviously your logic is too low vibrational to actually get it. So that's why you're not here with me. So yeah, we can't have the same conversation. You're either a Divine Feminine or you're not. Clearly you're not. So bye. Anyways, that's where the Divine Feminine's at. Fuck your logic. I don't want to hear Divine Masculine bullshit. So the next one is additional meanings for this fucking card. Face your fears. Yes, they may be holding you back. Well, This situation is being healed, ladies and gentlemen. Also, it's time to surrender to the divine. I need you to chant Namo Narayani. I have no fucking clue what that means. Namo Narayani. If anybody knows what that means, please put it in the comments. They have literally no definition. Next, avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Yeah, don't try to be naive, guys. This is something, and I'm just going to step out on a limb here. Divine Feminines, goddamn, I have to grab my mic for this one because it's some real shit. And I know all you ladies and gentlemen deal with this because you're a Divine Feminine. But here's something that Divine Feminines do, and it's almost automatic. You act more naive than you really are to make someone else feel good about themselves. Can I get an amen and a hallelujah? Okay, hallelujah. Somebody said it. Divine Feminines portray themselves as naive or unaware. So the person that is trying supposedly to inform them of something or show them some bullshit, you actually let them get away with it, which is, and you're looking at them like, wow, do you really think I don't know? That is really funny. The other thing is when people try to teach you something that you already know, you act really intrigued. You're like, really? Really? Wow, you don't say. Honestly? I never knew that. Wow. Oh my, yeah, I should read that. Really? You just, oh, yeah, girl, I need to borrow that book. Yes. What show should I, let me take a note. Let me write down. What is that show? Okay, good. All right. You know, because you want them to feel good about themselves. Classic Divine Feminine Mother Nurture. It's like encouraging children. Your kids want to tell you something they learned, and they're like, Mommy, I learned this. Oh, did you know? And you're like, oh, really? I didn't know that. Tell me all about it. What? I never knew. And your kids are like, I'm smarter than Mommy. I'm smarter than Mommy. I just taught my mama something. You know, the only things your kids do know that you don't know is technology. Okay, if you're my age, what? I didn't even know you could screen record till the other day. That's how freaking old ass I am. They're all grabbing my phone like, look, here's the screen recording. I'm like, get the freaking out of here. You could record what's on your phone screen? Did I not know this? Years ago. What? I could have saved myself so much trouble. Anyways, moving on. So Divine Feminines definitely act a little bit more naive than the person they're dealing with, okay? So it says avoid being deceptive. If you already know something, just say, I'm aware of what you're talking about fully. And I've dived very deep into that subject. But please tell me more because I'm always willing to learn more from other people's perspective. And I'm very interested in hearing what you took from it. That's a way to not come off deceptive, naive, or stupid. Because, see, people try to get the wrong impression that you're just dumb. Or they're trying to educate you. But if you already have that information, just say, I'm well-versed in all of that. But please share your thoughts on this because I am still interested to hear it. Those kinds of things. And if someone's trying to lie to you flat out, just tell them don't try it. If your husband, wife, spouse, lover, brother, whoever, trying to lie to you, just stop. Just say, look, clearly you're not ready to tell me the truth. And that's fine. But I'm not going to sit here and waste my time and entertain your lie. So you don't have to have this conversation with me right now. But when you are ready to step up with the truth, I'll be right here. Okay? And that's that. Okay. The teaching of this card says, Pisces is the sign of reveries and mysteries, or depths of emotion, very deep emotion, idealism, hopeless romantics, and fantasy fanatics. It is the sign of water and the unconscious. It's the sign of dreams. It's otherworldly, and its energy is so deep, like the watery depths of your seas. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to the feelings inside and allow your emotions to take over. Let them have free reign. Whatever you're feeling, Divine Feminines, as you pull this card, It's more likely than the truth. Unless you've been kidding yourself somehow. And only you know if that's the case or not. Interesting. All right, ladies and gents, that is the Divine Feminine reading. Before I go, I'm going to give you a little insight on what your Divine Masculine's been thinking about ya. What has the Divine Masculine been thinking about the Femme? If you even care, because a lot of you guys don't. But what's the Divine Masculine been thinking? Because I know he's been thinking. Karma is hitting me hard right now, baby. Real hard. Let me channel this, okay? Your Divine Masculine has been in some shit. They've been struggling. They've been getting hit hard. Karma's been smacking that ass, baby. Smacking that ass real good. And they know why. They know why, feminines. They know why. They know they've done you wrong. They've done you dirty, or they've done some shit. They've done some dirt, okay? Whatever dirt your masculine's done, they're aware that the pain and suffering from karma is because of that. Because like attracts like. Bottom of the deck here, the overall underall energy of their thoughts is they want to break free from karmic cycles and they want the drama over. This person is really hard and stubborn, so it's a fixed sign. So I'm definitely feeling Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius vibes. They're a fucking hard ass, okay? Very difficult and very hard-headed. And so they just don't budge for anyone, not for you. And guess what? They don't even budge for spirit. So their hard-ass hard-headedness has led them into the depths of Karmicville. And they're a little bit tired of the ham sandwich. Just saying. So they do want to break free. Let's get another message. Divine Masculine, tell me what you've been thinking about your honey. What have you been thinking about your Divine Feminine, your other half? Give me a little something, something. Break me off some of your truth. Guys, and I'm feeling their smile. I'm feeling their smile. It's so cute. I'm feeling it. They like it. They like it. I hope that one day you can forgive me for my stubborn ass. I don't know. That's a tough one. You're going to have to work it out with your feminine. But the Divine Masculine's like, can you? I mean, is it even possible? Finding out the truth that they were wrong hurt their ego. Okay? They're starting to understand your connection. And they're starting to realize that you came closer to them in a soul level than anyone they've ever met. Okay? For some reason, they just didn't understand that at the time of your being together. They just didn't. It didn't click for them. They just didn't get that. Now that they've experienced some karma and just some self-reflection, some mirrored, who am I? What am I? You know, what am I doing? What the fuck am I actually doing? When your masculine started going in that what the fuck stage, they started to see the truth. And that's what scared them. Finding out the truth crushed them, but mostly just awoken them. You know what I mean? So they're really hoping, after seeing they've been such a dick or a twat, whatever, they're just hoping that there is some chance of forgiveness somewhere down the road, even if it's in another lifetime. They hope that you can forgive them for this kind of ridiculousness that they've put you through. What is the real feelings of the masculine for the femme? What is your real feelings? Express your love. Go ahead, make the romantic gesture. Whew. They are holding back. They are a freaking bottled up little bag of emotions, okay? Oh yeah, talk about holding back the storm. They are absolutely, absolutely desiring this release. Okay, so this is going to get a little personal for some people. If you're not 18 or older, please click off. And if you are faint of heart and ultra sensitive, ultra religious, or just not sexual, please click off. This message is not for you. Okay, so this masculine definitely wants to release themselves intimately to your name. Okay? So yes, they are definitely tugging at their personal private parts for you. And they hold back because they don't want to go there. When they do get intimate with themselves, and for some reason I'm getting a lot of themselves, like they must masturbate a lot. Like what the fuck? I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know if they're in a relationship or what, but they're just by themselves a lot, so whatever. But there goes to be this point where they're maybe referring to, you know, other images or other inspiration, okay? They're going out there for other inspiration, and then your face pops up, or your voice, or your body, and it's like, ah, no, I can't release to their name, I can't. They feel codependent and stuck with you, and they're just like, ah. So it's like they try to not go there with you, but they do. They go there with you, and then they're just like, ah, they let it go, and it feels so good. Sorry for the sound effects. Yeah, I kind of feel like Howard Stern right now. That's weird. I want nothing to do with that man. But he gets a little freaky on his talk show. I mean, I'm not that free on YouTube. It's not that free, but it's a little free. So I can say some things. But yeah, so this, you know, this guy, this girl, whatever's going on, like they're trying to get off on other things, okay? They're really trying to get off on other inspiration because honestly, they're avoiding you. But it always gets back to this, oh, and so they're really sexual with you. And like I said earlier, I know the Divine Feminine's not super sexual right now because, you know, you're really getting into your creative arts, you're really getting into your vibe and your healing, and it's very serious. So the Divine Feminine's in a very serious energy. And that's good for you. That's your vibe. But your masculine is actually getting into a very sexual energy. Very, very sexual. And I don't think you can relate with that. But your masculine definitely either has been recently or is going to start with springtime. Start feeling this sexual awakening. And, you know, unless they're impotent or they have some sexual block off or they're not confident with themselves sexually or they don't know what sex they're attracted to or they have like, you know, abuse, sexual issues they're dealing with, then I don't think it's for everybody. But for the masculine that I am channeling, they're comfortable in their sex. They're comfortable with what they're attracted to. They're really sexually aware of themselves and what they want. And they're very confident. And they're very much an emperor. Okay, the emperor is very Aries, very lion, very Leo. Just, you know, this masculine awareness of self. And it's just, it's like a director. They're very much a director. And so the masculine that I'm picking up on is actually a director sexually with you. They'll move your head in a specific way. They'll adjust your body in a specific way, what feels good. They'll tell you to do certain things. What I mean is they're not scared. They're not intimidated. They take these leads, okay? So this masculine is very much the lead person, okay? Male or female. Like I said earlier, men can be feminine energies and women can be masculine energies. So it really just depends on where you're at. Many men that watch me think, I'm ultra masculine. I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know myself. But they're feminine. Sorry, I really sucked at that accent, but whatever. So, you know, a lot of you guys don't really know what energy you're in till you know. So, you know, and that takes some getting used to. Getting used to these tarot readers, getting used to the energies, getting used to following masculine and feminine energies and just getting used to it. But, so anyways, channeling this masculine, I feel like if you guys have been intimate with each other, this person definitely dictates how it should go. They're really missing their partner, and they also have a codependency and an addiction to masturbation. Sorry, had to put it out there. Y'all are probably wanting, Stephanie, shut your mouth. You know, shut your mouth. But listen, this masculine does masturbate a lot, you know, and hey, I'm not one to judge. It's not my thing. But it could be this person's thing. But it's pretty often. It's pretty often. And it's so often that it's annoying that they want to release themselves to something else or someone else, even a stranger in a visual, but they can't because you always pop up. So that's bugging the fuck out of them. And they kind of get mad at themselves, like, God damn it, you freaking sexual organ. I told you not to release to that name, to that face, to that person. Quit being a jackass. We moved on. We moved on from that person, fucker. Get your shit together and focus. And remember, you know, whether it's a girl thing or a boy thing, you know, they're just like, I know what feels good, honey. I know what feels good. I know the best you ever had. I've been felt all that, and that's what I want. That's my elixir. That's the ticket. That's the sexual release. And so there ain't no denying. There ain't denying. And I'm just saying, the masculine's like, honey, you the best I ever had. The best I ever had. Best I ever had. So the masculine's like, goddamn, that damn feminine is the best. I mean the best I ever had. And fucking A if I can't shake it. I can't shake it. So anyways, you're the best they ever had. Let's get a tarot here on a little bit more about the expressing of their love for you. Boo! Boo, boo, I told you. We have the 10 of Cups. Shut up. Shut up right fucking now, Divine Masculine. Shut your face. Wow, 10 of Cups, happiness. Well, fucking A, Divine Feminine, if you weren't their masculine's freaking happy-ass cup of tea. You are their little happy-ass cup of tea. They know it. They know it. Do you know that? You are, yeah. All the feminists are like, honey, I've been knew that. What? Steph, we need to talk. Honey, I've been knew I was the best he ever had. Or the best she ever had. I don't need an announcement or a drum roll or a red carpet or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, I already know what I know that I know. And honey, I know. I've been knew that. So yeah, exactly. And that's why in Karmicville, their fucking nasty ass old ass ham sandwich and their brown ass crunchy grass around Karmicville sucks, and not in a good way. And by the way, the other little tidbit that comes into this intimate reading here for you guys, they like the way you give head, okay? And that's male or female, but they like the way you give head a lot. Sorry, I know I put that out there. That was some secrets for somebody, and I just put it out there like that. I'm not trying to throw the Divine Feminine under the nasty bus, but damn, they do. They're like, damn. Fuck. I haven't found anybody else. This is terrible. Anyways, moving on. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. And no one's gotta know, no one's gotta know. No one's gotta know how dirty you are, feminine. Just keep this reading on. Shh. Put it in your secret little playlist. Private. You can hear this shit later. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to know you a nasty. Okay? Divine Feminine's like, excuse me? Oh, hell no. Nasty? Oh, I am a divine queen. Oh, fuck that. I am an empress. What you mean I'm nasty? I am the clean. I am the ultimate. I am high vibe. Oh. And then you turn around and you're like, damn, she's good. She good because I am pretty in the streets, but I'm a freak in the streets. In the sheets. I didn't say that right. You better not be a freak in the streets. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on. Maybe you are just a nasty ass Divine Feminine. I don't fucking know. But you go ahead and be your little empress, to everyone's faces, but you be the little Queen of Wands, at night. Okay? You be the Queen of Wands behind closed doors, behind closed curtains. Okay? Smacking that ass. Uh-oh. I went there. Like I said, book of secrets. Shh. Nobody knows that about you. You're Miss Yoga. You're Miss Ultra Feminine. You're Miss Super Spiritual. You're Miss Gemstone Queen. I know you got all your shit together, and everyone thinks you are the holy of holy. But honey, they don't know what the tarot knows. And the tarot knows you dirty. Okay? You just dirty. You dirty little freak. You're dirty and you know it. And your masculine knows it. He been knew that. High Priestess, secrets, okay? And he's like, damn, if I can't let this woman or this man get out of my head, I'm a fool. I'm a fool. High Priestess 2 times. In fact, they think you got some kind of voodoo over them, okay? They're like, what the fuck did this divine feminine do to me? She did some kind of hoodoo, voodoo, some bullshit. She went over there and got some of them candles with the freaking phalluses on them and did some shit. I know she did because I can't think about anyone else. What the fuck did you do to me? They might be calling you, texting you. What did you do to me? Quit playing with me. I need to go get a cross and some holy water because this person is trying to enter my dreams. Can't let me sleep. Can't let me release to something else. I know something's over me. I know she's playing some voodoo. This divine feminine's got some tricks up her damn sleeves. What did you do? One of those damn banana spells? What did you do? What did you do a binding spell on me? What did you? They're over there looking that shit up on Google. Why can't I think about anybody else? Is this real? Does this happen? Can they do this? Can they do that? Listen, masculine, listen, okay? Listen, Linda, listen. You have a bomb-ass connection and a very good chemistry with your fucking soulmate. We saw that earlier. You ain't gonna get that shit somewhere else. Okay? You only have one. Now, for soulmates, you might get lucky and find one more if someone passes or it's not their time, you know, and you got to move on to something. But for twin flames, honey, you only got one. And if you've done met them and slept with them, I'm just going to drink my tea. It ain't going to get better. It ain't going to get better. It might get lonelier, but it ain't going to get better. Okay? It can't get better. I know. I already know that shit. So, anyways, this divine masculine has secrets about you. Okay? I'm glad I'm making you guys laugh. Elizabeth, you know what I'm talking about with those banana spells. I haven't even done one, but damn, I was a little intrigued. I was like, well, maybe. No, that's okay, girl. My stuff is so good, I don't need a banana spell. Okay? Shoot. I'm just kidding, guys. I gotta have fun on this reading. Okay. The next card, though, for real, how your masculine feels about you with the tarot here is the Chariot. I love you, man. I just want to move forward with you. Jesus. Okay, so there's some 10 of Cups and Chariot, which, by the way, is Cancer vibes. We got a lot of Pisces going on, a lot of Scorpio, and I've got a lot of Cancer. And, you know, to be honest, feminine, this whole reading, the whole thing, I was talking about Cancer vibes, mothering, nurturing, caring, 4th house stuff. They're still in that vibe with you. There's family, there's babies, there's sex, there's love, there's foundation, there's harmony, there's soulmate vibes. Your person really feels at home with you and really connects with you on a deep, deep soul family level. It's a very deep level, and secretly they actually want to be happy with you. They actually fantasize. And I know we got to go in the Pisces energy about fantasy because we're not talking real reality and we're not talking logic. This is a reading for the feminine, so fuck the masculine bullshit right now. The masculine does feel like they can go into deep fantasy with you. And in their deep fantasy, they imagine this relationship playing out. So it's all there in another dimension, in dreams and in a higher dimension and in a fantasy reality. They really are picturing that, and that's why you're feeling this connection. It's still tied, it's still together, it's just not physical in the 3D, okay? So you guys are connected in a higher dimension, and you are connected spiritually and in dreams, and you know, your souls are attached still, but it's just not real, if that makes sense. And so they really want to express themselves with you. They want to release, and it's more than just the sexual juices, okay? That's just the physical world. In the spiritual and emotional world, they want to release their love for you. Okay, when all that energy gets pent up, the energy of creation, when they do release sexually, it's the energy of desire, lust, dreams, fantasy, happiness, joy, an explosion of, it just feels good. That is the release they want to have with you. this expression of love, you see. The sexual act is just a physical act of the expression of what they want to give out to you. So what they want to give you is happiness and babies and family and home and love and comfort and protection. And they want to ride you too, like all the time, just, you know, sexually speaking. They want to have some of you all the time. That's just the icing on their little cake. But see, their soul is at a very deep level. Okay? Their soul wants to express in many, many ways with you. But again, bottled up. Bottled the fuck up. All right, so before I go, because I really need to go. We get one more out the door. Let's get some wisdom for the divine feminine. Get some wisdom for the divine femme. Denial. High priestess of earth. You all earthy divine feminines. All of you are so earthy. Number 14, change. Okay, divine feminine, look at that. She's a denied fruit. She is denied the fruit. Divine feminine, not everything in your life is in reach. My child, sometimes I must create distance between what you want, and in this case, who you want, or what you're meant to have and receive. Consider the weight for your highest good. You are not meant to have this person in your life right now, or achieve this goal right now, or have what you want right now as much as you've desired it. But I want you to keep the faith. For if you will wait and show patience, like the Temperance card in the tarot, alchemically altering and making this perfect. This is just a gentle reminder that I will reveal some wondrous things. Magic will happen. You are going to get caught up in your desire, okay? And you may get too excited to reach your goal too soon. You may choose sour fruit that only looks ripe and juicy, but it's far from ripe and juicy. In this case, I alone know when the time is ripe. Patience, my child. It's all in divine timing. And that is one of the hardest things for us to do, is wait. And why is that so hard for feminines? Because most of the feminines do a lot of their soul searching and waiting. They do a lot of their best work in waiting. This is why it's so important. It's very difficult to wait. It's very difficult to wait properly. And one of the best questions I get asked from my clients is, Stephanie, how do I wait in a twin flame relationship? How do I wait spiritually on someone without being depressed, codependent, or losing myself and being in desperation? How do I wait without damaging myself? The answer to that is very simple, actually. Keep your heart open. Keep your mind open. Let the door of tomorrow bring what it brings. Don't anticipate your future. I want you to live in the present. Present, 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 present only. Take each day at a time. Accept what that day brings. Don't worry about tomorrow. And do what makes you happy and what makes you feel good. Don't force yourself to do anything that is not good for you. Anything that's super uncomfortable. Now, conquering your fears is uncomfortable. That's a different story. Pushing yourself to heal, that's uncomfortable. But that's a different story. But don't put yourself in situations where you know it's not right. Don't rush yourself to the altar with someone you don't want to really be with, or someone you don't really love. Don't jump into a relationship just to get the other person jealous. Don't be bitter. Don't be angry. Don't be in sorrow. But if you do find love, and it comes to you like a butterfly landing on your shoulder, and you've been waiting, take that moment with that person, because there's an experience to take from that relationship. You may think instantly, oh, this is the doomsday. If I jump into this relationship, then I'm saying no to the twin flame or the soulmate, but you're not saying no to them. You're saying thank you to the universe for bringing you love. And you have to trust. That's the next step of divine patience and divine timing, to trust that the universe knows what's going to happen and how it's going to play out. And as long as you follow your heart, you're doing the right thing and you're taking it moment by moment and you're in the present, you're going to be all right, because it's all magic. It's all magic. And everything happens at the right time, at the right moment. So you have to be open to those things. Watch movies like Something's Gotta Give, The Notebook. All of those relationships had one thing in common: separation, waiting, heartbreak, and then a moment of magic. Magic always happens. So you have to be a believer in that and not sit in a doomsday kind of energy. Okay? So the proper way to wait is to live your life every single day to your fullest potential, to make you feel loved, happy, joyful. People that want to wait on their twin or their soulmate, they do some things like this. They don't move to the city they want to move to. They don't take that business and get it started. They don't go on that vacation. They don't have a baby. They wait for them. They wait too long and then they can't anymore. And they wait on any major movements in their life. They wait on buying a house. They wait and they wait and they miss out because they're not giving to themselves. And that inevitably makes that relationship impossible to come together. It is a toxic energy. It is oil and water. When you wait like that for your twin flame or your soulmate, they'll never come together. There will never be a reunion or a reconciliation. And ironically, the people that do that say things to me like, well, in God's timing, God's going to bless me. God's going to do what's right for me. It's going to come, which is nice, but meanwhile, they're waiting. They think that the universe is going to step in and just do a magic poof, and then it all happens. And that's nice to be like, in fantasy like that. It's nice to think that way. But honestly, what you have to do is attract that person. And if you're not attracting them by loving who you are and loving your moment, then you got to know, I'm repelling them. If you're not attracting them, you're repelling them. And so people that need to wait need to stop repelling, because that's not the way to do it. Start living and they will arrive. And if it is meant to be, it will be. Always has been. Like attracts like. So anyways, that's how you properly wait. That's how you properly come into union. And it's very hard to keep that vibration. Sometimes people that do get back into reunion with their person end up doing this little bitty here. This little ditty right here. Codependency. Sometimes people that come back into union tend to still stay codependent. They depend on that person for their happiness, for their joy, for their security, for all kinds of things. And they're not happy or joyful without them. And they become codependent again, which automatically starts making them repel that person that they just reunited with. And they inevitably break up again, because it's all about energy.
I can say that I love you.
I love you too. So anyways, I hope that answers some questions for some people that are like, well, how do I track this person? How do I wait properly? What do I do if I do come into union? When you come into union, you do the same thing. You live day by day, moment by moment, in the present, in the present, in the present. You don't worry about tomorrow. And you make the most of each day. That's how you stick together. And it's always loving yourself. It's always in the picture. They have to love themselves. You have to love yourselves. There can't be insecurities. And if there is insecurities, then you need to honestly express yourself to that person and say, I don't trust you. I'm feeling an energy of mistrust. I don't have the code to your phone, or you're always disappearing, or it feels like you're hiding something. And I'm trying really hard to be positive, but I've sensed that there's some issues here, and I'd like to fix it. I'd like to fix my insecurity because I don't want it to fester. and I don't want you to feel like I don't love you or trust you. So I'm being honest with you right now and letting you know this is how I'm feeling. Now, what can you do to fix that? Do you have an idea? Do you want to offer me something? I can't do this relationship by myself. I need you to take some action because my insecurities aren't going to fix themselves. You have to make me feel more secure the same way I'm going to try to talk to you and be honest and help myself feel secure. I work out, I eat right, I take time out for myself, I meditate, I ground, I work, and I love you and I'm there for you. Those are the steps I take to make sure I'm a secure person and I'm not suffering in low confidence or insecurities. I'm taking my steps. I'm doing my part. But you are blocking something and I need you to unblock it or we're going to have some issues here and I'm not going to tolerate that kind of disrespect. See, that moment is the moment of authority. It's the moment of honesty. It's where you conquer your fear and you tell that person, honestly, we've got some issues. I need you to help me address it. And masculines are always the ones that want to have answers. Remedies, solutions. When you think masculine, think answers, remedies, and solutions. Masculines like to solve problems, male or female. That's their job. That's what they want to do, solve problems. So if they're into this relationship, they will try to solve the problem with you and say, honey, if you're feeling insecure, then let me go ahead and just take this lock off, spend more time with you, because honey, you're my world, and I definitely am not trying to make you feel insecure in any way. That immediately will remedy the insecurities. Just openness and honesty and feeling that vibration would be very welcome. If somebody says, well, it's your problem, you're insecure, it's my phone, my privacy, and if you can't deal with that, then this isn't working. Then they stood their ground and they told you, yeah, there's something to hide. And I don't want you to see it. And I didn't think this relationship was going good anyways. I wanted out. That's why I was keeping secrets from you, because I'm looking for the next best thing. See, that's what they can't admit. And that's when you need to say, fine, go ahead and cut it off. See, 9 times out of 10, if you call their bluff, they'll fix their shit because they don't have the next best thing lined up. And they realize they're fucking up their current situation. See, a lot of people need to be called out on their shit before shit hits the fan. And that's why honesty is so important. Many, many times, feminines stay quiet in the relationship and they're afraid to rock the boat. They're afraid to bring up that they're feeling insecure. They're afraid to bring up that they deserve more. They're afraid to ask for more or what they need. And that fear is what inhibits them because they're blocking their throat chakra and not being honest with other people or themselves. And it's spiraling. It's always one thing after another. There's a lot of things in relationships we have to step up and do. And one is being honest with yourself and honest with them. Anyways, that's it. I'll get a divine directions and let you poor people go. Kept you guys here all day, all night. How many accounts do you have? I have 1 account. 1 channel, 1 account.